Step 1, rotate. I've seen a lot of creatures that look like this being roasted before. I've never seen one with all the hair still on its head. Why is it still like this?
Around the world, if you look in the right places, you can find rare meat most of my fellow Americans would consider exotic.
Yeah, buddy.
In Iran, I noshed on camel steak.
Wow, that tastes amazing.
In Japan, an izakaya paired my sake with raw horse sashimi.
Horse?
In Nigeria, grass cutter is a delicacy for those who can afford it.
Do you see the head looking at you?
Well, right now, I'm in Mexico, and nothing could have prepared me for what I'm about to see next. Today, I'm on a mission to uncover Mexico's exotic meat obsession.
He's telling me that Derek can smell the fear.
Uh-oh.
And this time, I may have gone too far.
We're a place where we can find exotic meat. Wild boar, ostrich, I could see lion as well.
Did you say lion?
That's correct.
It all starts here.
My man.
Here we are again.
Returning to the show, Peluche, content creator, food vlogger. Today, he'll be showing me a little bit of what Mexico has to offer.
We're inside a market right now.
Yeah.
What's the name of this market?
San Juan Ernesto Puyibet.
Ah.
The market of San Juan Ernesto Puyibet.
Can I just call him San Juan?
Yeah, just San Juan, it's okay.
I don't care.
San Juan Market is one of the oldest markets in Mexico City.
I don't care.
It's nearly impossible to characterize. Basically, anything you can't find everywhere else ends up here.
I don't care. Too much for shit.
What is the theme of this
I
market?
don't care for caviar.
I would say it's exotic food.
Okay, walking around, I've seen big and also very long bull penises. I've seen ostrich eggs, little
Yeah.
baby piglet. I've seen also baby sheep. And then here, bugs.
Yeah, they're everywhere on the market.
I'm shuffling through the desert to the edge of the sky.
Bugs, always the first to appear in any exotic food list. If you can get past the ew factor, you'll be entering a world of protein-rich superfoods. Most don't make it that far.
This is more insects than I've ever seen anywhere before. I mean,
Yep.
you'll see a lot of insects in Asia, but it'll be like the same 5. Here, I don't know. I can't even count how many there are. And are a lot of these from Mexico?
Some specific ones, they're from other countries, but from here I can tell at least 3 or 4 Mexicans.
I like you just call them Mexicans.
Yeah, the Mexican
I'm gonna
bugs.
start doing that. I'm gonna call American bugs Americans.
In ancient Mexico, insects were an inseparable part of the diet.
These are the chapulines,
Which is
grasshoppers,
Okay.
maguey worm, and also chicatana ants.
These days, it's not essential, but it's still not uncommon to find bugs working their way into some of the local cuisine. Like these ant egg tacos, which are quite delicious. For the brave, you can also eat them plain. Like with most of the food here, slap on some lime, some chili powder, and it's ready to go.
Señorita, ¿qué es esto?
Gusano de madera.
This is like a woodworm.
Oh no.
Just the bug.
So this is some kind of a larvae.
And something that is gonna blow your mind is that this stuff is chili mixed with a bug that is made powder.
We're seasoning bugs with other bugs.
Exactly.
Here we go. One
Provecho.
shot. Cheers. The citrus makes it real fresh, huh?
The lime and the chili powder makes it better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tastes good.
You're very optimistic and positive. It's a little earthy, but super dry.
It tastes like dry meat, kind of.
Oh yeah, a little bit like a jerky. Like if you had an uncle who had no idea how to make jerky, but he's trying his best. If I was in Asia, that would give me some kind of superpower.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear it, but it is basically just a snack. Usually you can just grab it on the way home.
On the way home,
Yeah.
you're just making all these weird scenarios. You're on your way to a job interview, you
Yeah.
just have some. So this is bugs. What I've been told is if you want some kind of mystery exotic meats that you're definitely not going to find in the USA, this is the market to come to. Is that right?
Exactly.
100 years ago, this market was much like any other. The more exotic foods crept in from the 1970s, luring in curious eaters and adventurous chefs who wanted to taste the pre-Hispanic diet, as well as rare meats like rabbit, quail, venison, ostrich, and buffalo.
We're a place where we can find exotic meat.
Exotic like that?
Like this, exactly.
As the market expanded, so did the list of available proteins from all around the world, like this llama meat being served up by Fernando in his kitchen.
I don't think I've ever had llama. They look cute.
Yeah.
They look like alpacas, which are also cute.
Exactly, yeah.
But do they taste cute?
Also known as the New World camel, llamas were domesticated in the early 1500s. Their coats are used to make cloth, and their meat Well, here, it's marinated with chimichurri sauce, made of parsley, cilantro, oregano, garlic, and olive oil, then seared atop a hot plate.
This has just been cooked up here right now. It's still hot.
I tried alpaca when I was in Peru, and it tastes weird for me.
Oh.
It tastes like grass, but I don't know if it's the same for llama.
Let's try it out. I'm eating a llama.
It tastes like steak, like a normal steak.
It tastes good. It tastes like beef that is not beefy.
It's the opposite of alpaca because alpaca for me, it's stringy, like very grassy.
Yeah, super clean. There's no intense spices on here. It's just kind of some salt and some oil. I'm pretty impressed. This is like my new post-workout meal. Screw chicken breast. I'm gonna start doing llama. That's wild. So what other kind of meats do they have here?
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking in the freezer. What is that?
Oh, he's gonna
He has a
take
head
this
in his
out.
refrigerator.
Yeah, he's gonna take it. Oh my God.
Can I hold it? Oh my God.
This is crazy.
He has a
guys.
head in
Oh
his
my
refrigerator.
God. Damn, look at the teeth.
Is this an alligator or a
Yeah,
crocodile?
it's a crocodile.
Ese nos lo mandaron completo.
They used to have the whole crocodile, but they cook it and they left the head.
How much would you charge for this head?
Esa vale 2,000.
2,500 pesos.
This is quite the souvenir. I don't know if U.S. Customs is going to let me back in with this in my suitcase,
Great,
but
man.
that is wild. So I know for sure they have llama and crocodile. What else?
Venado.
Wild boar, ostrich. I could see lion as well.
Did you say lion?
Lion meat. You wanna see it?
Yeah.
Okay, ¿podemos ver un poquito de la carne de león?
The lion, king of the jungle, the ultimate apex predator. Iconic, powerful, and if you pay the right price, it's yours.
What is this?
Here in the form of a steak.
Ese es un pedazo.
When there's an opportunity to eat something this rare, someone, somewhere is gonna try it.
Pulpa de león.
Oh, it's the leg.
This is the leg of a lion right here. This is just pure muscle. Is this your most expensive meat?
El león es de lo
Yeah, the lion is the most expensive one. 7,500 or 8 kilos.
What's it taste like?
I don't know. I haven't never eat lion meat.
Su sabor es fuerte.
He told me that it's a super intense flavor and it has a lot of toxins on the meat. So it's recommended to not to eat more than 1 kilo per person once a week.
Up to 2 pounds per week. That's a lot.
But what about regulations around exotic meat? How is this possibly legal?
Lion is legal to eat here.
See, he told me that it comes from a farm, so it's totally legal.
Sales of lion meat are legal if they're sourced from a licensed farm, whereas unlicensed slaughtering can result in a felony.
How do I know this is really lion?
Pues por lo regular.
Supposedly, each steak carries with it a meticulous paper trail, authenticating the legality and legitimacy of the meat.
Basically, he told me that he has to trust on the farm.
A trust.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the question of who owns these lion farms and where they can be found, well, this information is not readily available.
People watching this video right now, some of them are interested, some of them are freaking out. I don't even know how I feel for sure. Is this something you would try?
Ooh, it's kind of difficult because I don't know.
You don't have to try it because you're on my show.
I would like to watch it and then maybe think about it. But like right now, maybe no.
I think for now we pass. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
But wow, lion.
It turns out there's another option. Fernando actually sources much of his product from a private ranch just outside Mexico City, and he's agreed to bring us there. A 2-hour drive southeast of Mexico City will bring you here, a 247-acre ranch called El Moral. Here, they specialize in sheep, deer, and a formidable beast I've come here to see in the flesh. Swift feet, sharp teeth, and a bulky body. A wall of muscle and bone. This is a wild boar. And they're really easy to piss off.
Peluche, we are in the pen with that.
I'm kind of nervous actually.
Es como todo animal, güey.
He's telling me that there can smell the fear.
Uh-oh.
Wild boars generally resemble domestic pigs,
No.
but with a longer snout and legs.
Oh my God, you had the whole control of the animal.
Thank you.
I mean,
Well, it's like...
When they're mature, they can reach up to 500 pounds.
Have you ever seen one of these wild boars attack or bite a human?
Sí.
I was hoping you would just say no. They're actually super friendly once you get to know them.
Not
No.
really.
He's like, it could be a real issue.
Wild boar is native to much of Eurasia and North Africa, but they were introduced to North America in the 19th century. As demand for wild boar has increased, so has the number of people farming it. In between 6 to 12 months, a boar like this is ready for slaughter.
more expensive than just usual pork or pig?
He told me that because of the diet, the wild boars, they eat a lot of oatmeal, wheat, and cereal. It costs 2 or 3 times more than the normal pig.
Why do people like wild boar so much? Does it taste a lot different from pork?
Pues es que la diferencia.
Basically, the whole difference between a pig and a wild boar is the fat. The fat in here with the meat and with the muscle, it tastes cleaner.
Unlike most pigs, here they skin the hairy beast, trim the fat, and let it hang for 24 hours. From here, it typically gets sectioned up and sent to the market. But not today. Today, I'll experience wild boar roasted whole, cooked up the Mexican way.
Ayúdame, Ezequiel, por favor.
Meet our pitmaster, Pepe Moreno, owner of this here ranch. Pepe is a self-taught chef and he's been refining his boar recipe for the last 5 years. First, he seasons the boar with salt, then marinates it with a sauce of oregano, salt, and herbs.
Por favor.
I smell the oregano already.
Yeah.
It smells good. Now, the preparation method is something that I believe this is going to be new for me. I see there's a pit over here. There's some kind of rotisserie, but he still has to set it up. So he's grabbing this torture device. It's got these crossbars where the arms will be attached. He takes some wire, pokes it all the way through the meat,
muscle.
and he loops it around the steel here. I've never seen something like this. Pepe, I'm curious. I've seen a lot of pigs, boars, creatures that look like this being roasted before. I've never seen one with all the hair still on its head. Why is it still like this?
Lo dejamos porque es.
He told me that it looks cooler and to make sure that we are eating boar and not a pig.
It's absolutely different from roasting a pig because, as you know, people here love skin. No one skins a pig before roasting it.
Yeah.
Here, they've actually have taken all of the skin
The whole
off
skin, yeah.
along with the fur. What do they do with that skin?
Se diseca. La piel se utiliza.
Basically, he told me that the fur is pretty hard. You can put it like on the wall. You can also use it to make some brushes.
Like a toothbrush.
Yeah, like a toothbrush.
Do you use it as a toothbrush?
Roasting a boar. This is not a set it and forget it type situation. It must be rotated every few minutes for 2 to 3 hours until the meat cooks all the way through.
Pepe, put her there.
Hola.
Yvette, also put her there. A pleasure to meet you both. This is amazing to be here. I've only been in Mexico City a short time now, and we're just getting out of the city. And my gosh, the drive here, gorgeous, beautiful.
Bienvenido. Bienvenido.
Thank you very much. Gracias.
Pepe and his wife Yvette are both from Mexico City. They met in vet school and decided to settle down and build a life in the countryside.
You must love the country life compared to city life, right? You will defer to her.
Bueno, sí es.
They started out small, but every year they add a few more heads or a new species altogether.
She prefers to stay in here because of her career.
There are a lot of advantages to living out here. Fresh air, good views, grasshoppers. I want to talk about what's in front of us right now. I've had grasshoppers a lot in the past, and usually they're just like fried and eaten whole. Here you've made it into kind of a soup. This recipe, where does this come from?
Bien, esta.
Actually, it was a plan. There was a lot of grasshoppers. So they came up with the idea to make this soup and also fry them and make it in other things.
That's brilliant. Like some kind of biblical prophecy, and then they're like, you know what we'll do? We'll just eat them. That's fascinating.
Deep fried grasshoppers, boiled in hot water, then put into a blender. Heads, butts, wings, everything gets blended. She strains the liquid and uses it as a broth. Seasoned with homemade salsa made from a blend of 4 different chilies. Sprinkle on some whole grasshoppers and enjoy.
So he puts onions and cilantro.
Yeah.
Yvette, nothing.
Nothing on it.
Plain.
You can go with the lime.
I don't know, man. I want to
go
get the
for it.
full
The full
grasshopper
flavor.
experience,
Okay, yeah.
right?
It tastes a lot of grasshopper.
The grasshoppers are so like toasty. A surprising depth of flavor to it. The broth itself, it's like a grasshopper milk. This could be the next big thing. Chapulines,
Leche?
leche.
Yeah.
It is one of the most unique textures I've seen from something that just comes from an insect. Because if you didn't tell people that this was made from grasshopper, they would probably think it's some kind of like a beef broth.
Un jugo de carne. ¿no?
Yeah, like a meat juice.
That's really stunning. we started yesterday with some exotic meats, and I was trying to find out what kind of really interesting or rare meats are people eating here in Mexico. Now you have the wild boar here. Now, are there other exotic species that you've thought about having here at the ranch?
They also thinking about water buffalo, ostrich.
Why exotic animals, and why not just the mainstream animals that everyone else does?
Porque lo hemos hecho y de hecho
They really love their work. I mean, they love animals and they're in love with what they do every day. So it's important to say that they're doing this because they want to preserve the species, make sustainability and profit as well.
2 hours later, and the boar is nearly finished. Pepe scores the meat more to allow for more even cooking. Then the adobe, a sauce made from guajillo chilies, blended with garlic, cumin, salt, and onions. Let the fire do its job. Then, if you're at the right place, at the right time, you'll be the first to taste a dripping, fatty, wild boar rib.
Hey, he's ready.
Yeah,
he
he's
cannot
ready to
wait.
cut it.
Please, go ahead.
Look at that.
That looks nice.
So juicy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying it already. Let's go for it, man.
Let's go.
Whoa. This is one of the strangest textures for rib I've ever had. It's fat, but it's not traditional fat. It's like bubbly fat.
The taste of the fat, it's amazing. It is not that heavy.
Wow, the flavors are very nice. Super clean with this delicious red sauce on top. Just really gentle flavors.
Exactly.
Pepe, what's your favorite part of the boar?
rib.
No ribs, right here.
Yeah.
All right, so this is it. This fat on here is so different. It has this weird texture as you rip through it, like eating a bunch of sea grapes that pop in your mouth, like eating fish roe almost, but not slimy like that. It's got like a weird
I got
sponginess
you,
to
can
it.
understand, but yeah.
Did you say can't understand, but yeah?
I can, you understand.
From here, you're just gonna cut up the whole thing, throw it on a platter, and let's sit down and eat. Gentlemen, this looks incredible.
Luce increíble.
Oh, I love it when the
Increíble.
words like are so close in Spanish and English.
Yeah.
Increíble. Let's do a quick tour of the table right now.
Yeah.
We have the tortillas, guacamole, salad, and onion, and the whole leg here.
Yep.
I'm curious how to eat this. I think you could just eat the meat alone.
For me, it's better with tortilla.
We got, oh,
Mezcal.
I haven't tried this
A
yet.
pretty strong alcohol.
Mezcal. It's like tequila's uncle with the dark past he doesn't like to talk about.
Salud.
Salud.
It's also made from agave.
I used to have asthma when I was 12, and I think that would have cured it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling ready to eat.
Un minuto, por
Where you
favor.
going?
Por una sorpresa.
Oh, he has a surprise for us. Or another bottle, I think.
I thought the wild boar was enough, but maybe Fernando felt left out. While we were setting up for dinner, he grilled up his own culinary contribution, utilizing his very specific exotic meat expertise.
Fernando, he's on the hunt for something.
What's that?
Oh, it's another kind of meat.
Tienes que adivinar.
He says that we need to guess.
¿Es grande? ¿Fuerte?
Oh, buffalo.
No, es el rey de la selva.
Oh, no. So this is lion?
It's lion.
Oh, I don't know if I'm ready for this.
You want to smell it?
Yeah, can I take a look at it?
Yeah, lo quiere agarrar para empezar a olerlo y verlo.
It's hard to say if it looks like lion or it just looks like
Like a normal
protein.
steak.
It looks like steak. It looks kind of beefy and dark and kind of sinewy. Philosophically, I don't know if I really have any issue trying lion. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, this is a tough one. Well, it's certainly unusual, but it's not endangered.
He's not endangered.
It's legal.
Yeah.
And it's here.
On the table.
It's on the table. I don't want to be rude. He's prepared it. I guess, yes. Okay, let's do it.
¿Puedes hacer los honores, por favor, Fernando? Servirnos lo que tú desees.
No, pues aquí.
Yeah, gracias.
What can you imagine of the flavor of this meat?
I bet it's probably very lean, and from the feel of my fork right now, I'm gonna say a little bit chewy.
Okay.
He's already chomping on it. Uno, dos,
Tres.
tres.
So chewy.
Very chewy.
Very chewy.
Well, there's some fat in there.
Yeah.
And the charred bits, he grilled this, and the charred bits taste real nice. Now, it's not dry, but it is chewy.
Yeah.
Is this eaten because it tastes amazing or because it's a lion?
Pues cuando
First time is just for curiosity. They're like right into the meat, but after that, if they like it, they go buying this meat like constant. They ask for a hamburger or just for the steak.
I can say the flavor is good. He put just a little bit of salt on it. It just tastes a little bit beefy and oily, although not overly fatty, because usually more fat will mean a little bit more tenderness.
Yes.
It's on the verge of being uneatable because it's so tough. So it's really unique in that way. What do you think?
It was his first time trying the lion. He loved to start to chewing and chewing and chewing.
Your first time?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll put lions on your ranch next?
No creo.
Quite a unique experience. I don't want the lion to overshadow this. This is what we really came here for. I love that we have like a whole leg here and we
Yeah.
can just carve it ourselves. All right, we got some meat. I'm gonna put a load of onions and some guacamole. My first wild boar taco. So many firsts on this trip. Cheers.
It's amazing.
It's so delicious. It's interesting, you know, doing this kind of video or having this kind of experience that people are gonna see. It's impossible to do this without somebody having strong opinions about it.
Yeah.
And it's just people, you know, in our day-to-day lives, we've become really conditioned. Like these certain types of things are normal. It's what I'm used to, so that's what's okay.
Yeah.
And food is like a religion to almost everybody around the world, whether they know it or not. Like what they're familiar with is what is canon to them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that
yeah.
is what is okay.
Yeah.
Anything outside of that should be questioned. So there's
Absolutely.
no way to make a video like this and satisfy everybody. Someone's gonna be upset about it. For me, my goal is just to show, I guess, the diversity that exists in the world and that there's no set normal. And it's also a good opportunity for people to take a look at their own beliefs because people always blame the vegans, but it's not the vegans. The people that complain the most about videos with animal meat included, it's the people who eat meat but won't accept other types of meat being eaten. So maybe they eat beef and they're like, well, that's okay,
Yeah.
but this one's not okay. And so I think it's good for people to have a moment to like look at their own beliefs and question them a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that's something I've done over and over while doing this show. So guys, just want to say one more time, gentlemen, amigos, thank you very much for this experience. Incredible and something I'll remember for a very long time.
Salud.
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 Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you. Best Ever Food Review Show is a small team of independent creators, and everything we do here works because of you guys. Click the link in our description to join our Patreon and receive exclusive benefits. A peace. Okay, I got two. I got one really long one, a little shorter, fatter one.
Okay.
My thinking was this.
Okay.
Oh no. Can we ask him to turn his light back on? Let's take a quick table of the, oh my gosh. Keep it together, Sonny. There's another kind of red larvae
the
looking
chiniquil.
worm.
Exactly.
Chinqui?
Chiniquil.
Chiniquil. That sounds like
Yeah.
something Bo Rat used to say. Chinqui. How do you say that?
Guacamole.
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 Guacamole. How old do you have to be to drink in Mexico?
18.
Oh my God.
I mean, legally, because usually we start to drink at 15, maybe 14.
Yeah.
Don't judge me.
No, no judgment. I'm gonna boot you in the face. We can share this pen together. You're being selfish. It's being a pig. Boom. Guys, that is the end of the video. A huge thank you to Peluche, my man.
I'm very grateful, Sonny. Thank you very much.
No,
I'm really
thank you.
grateful.
I love the experiences today, and you are an incredible ambassador to your country.
Thank you very much.
You can check out his YouTube channel, which is called
La garnacha que apapacha, como no, or Peluche Torres.
Absolutely. Guys, that is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Peace. Oh, right. Let's get some more of that mezcal. I think the bottle's still open, and he just left it on the table. Why did he do that? I think he wants us to drink it.